Wait, so this baby is Harrison and Kelly's? That's right. Harrison really wanted his own baby, you know. You are infertile, so I had the baby for him. When my husband came home, Kelly was unexpectedly snuggling next to him, holding what appeared to be a newborn baby. Seeing them getting cozy right in front of me made me feel nauseous. And my husband didn't say a word. He just shoved the already filled out divorce papers in my face. Sign the divorce papers quickly. As I shakily took the divorce papers, it seemed like my agreement to the divorce encouraged Kelly, who then exclaimed, "Hey, since we're celebrating the birth, let's call a photographer friend and take a family photo." Don't joke with me, why should I be in the photo? However, during the wait for the photographer, I had a lot of time to think things over in my head. And I decided I couldn't take it anymore and started planning what I should do next. My name is Amy Miller. I turned 30 this year. I work hard during the weekdays. In my 20s, I met Harrison at the company where I started working. Harrison was not only good at his job but was also kind to everyone, patiently teaching them their duties. I was one of those people, and as they taught me, we started talking more since we shared similar hobbies. Harrison, being kind to everyone, was particularly popular among the female staff. Being able to talk to such a Harrison made many people around us envious. Eventually, he started inviting me out for meals after work, and naturally, we began dating. After dating for 2 years, Harrison proposed, and we got married. Our parents, of course, as well as colleagues at work, celebrated our union. At the same time as our marriage, I quit my job at the company, but several years into our marriage, we still hadn't been blessed with children. I really want a baby soon. Why isn't it happening? While I was caught up in these thoughts, Harrison would tell me not to worry so much. We can think about children slowly, he'd say. Every time Harrison spoke kindly, it reassured me. But I still wanted children. However, starting fertility treatments was expensive. But being still in my 20s, I thought there was still time to have children, so to stop overthinking, I decided to find a purpose in life and started looking for a job again. I have a younger sister, Kelly, 2 years my junior. Contrary to my serious nature, Kelly has always been free-spirited. She was selfish from when we were kids, but I found it endearing and maybe spoiled her too much. Eventually, our parents tried to discipline her more strictly when she reached junior high school, but it was too late. Her selfish behavior didn't improve with such measures. Moreover, Kelly suddenly dropped out of college, defied our parents, and left home, after which we didn't hear from her for a long time. I was shocked when I heard Kelly had left home, but knowing her free-spirited nature, I figured she'd just pop back in unexpectedly. Still, our parents were worried, so I promised to look for her and kept in touch regularly. When I was 28, Kelly, now 26, suddenly showed up at our house. I was surprised to see her through the intercom camera. "Amy, long time no see. How many years has it been?" "Kelly. It really has been a long time. About 10 years, hasn't it? But what brings you here all of a sudden? You found the house okay?" "Yeah, actually, I asked Mom. She told me you got married." "I see. I couldn't get in touch with Kelly for a while. I was happy to see my sister after such a long time. Though I was surprised she showed up unannounced, seeing her well brought me relief." "Amy, what's going on? And who is this lady?" "Oh, Harrison. She's..." "Nice to meet you. I'm Kelly, her sister." "Nice to meet you. I'm Harrison." Before I could speak, Kelly stepped forward and introduced herself to my husband. This was typical of her. She always wanted to stand out more than me. That's why, as her older sister, I always tried to step back a bit. Still, I was just happy to see that she was doing well. I'd heard about a sister but had no idea she'd be this beautiful. It's not that I was hiding her, we just hadn't been in touch for a while. Actually, that's true. Sorry for worrying you all this time. But now, I'm working as a model. With that, Kelly showed me a magazine with her on the cover, bragging about her success. I looked at the magazine and was impressed to see that she really was thriving as a model. Well, with her looks and style, it seems she was scouted as a model after leaving home, and now she's a popular, in-demand model. Wow, that's incredible. A top model, huh? See, I'm not like you. But I was surprised you got married first. Kind of makes me a bit jealous. Oh? What are you trying to say, Kelly? If she came to celebrate my marriage, she should have started with that, but Kelly was unfazed by anything I said. In the end, she talked about herself the whole time. Right as she was leaving, she finally said, "Congratulations on your marriage. I hope you get even happier. And Harrison, now that you're my brother-in-law, let me give you my business card." Saying she had work, she left after handing over her model business card. While I was happy to see Kelly, I felt drained after our holiday was disrupted. And I was left feeling unsettled about her giving out her business card. Harrison kept saying, "She's beautiful," doting over her the whole time she was here. Even though Kelly is beautiful, I thought it inappropriate for him to say such things in front of his wife, and I just replied, "Indeed." Then, whether by coincidence or not, from that day on, Harrison's behavior started to change. He couldn't let go of his phone, and he began coming home late. As I prepared dinner, I'd glance at Harrison, who was always grinning at his phone. In addition, he started saying he was away on business or work trips over the weekends. My husband, who had never done anything like that during our dating or marriage. "Hey, you've been going on a lot of business trips lately, huh? Were you always in a department that required so much travel?" "Oh, is that so? I've just been working hard." His evasive response made me suspect that maybe he was cheating. Not Harrison, I thought, not cheating. But ever since Kelly visited, Harrison's behavior had been strange. What should I do? As a child, Kelly had ruined my first love. By confessing to him before I could, after somehow finding out who I liked. Kelly, cute and popular even then. Naturally, he chose her over me. Those unpleasant memories resurfaced, leaving me with an uneasy feeling. However, contrary to my feelings, my husband still made sure to take me out for our anniversary. He also bought me gifts for my birthday and other special days we celebrated together. His actions seemed to show he cared a lot about me, making it hard for me to confront him about the potential cheating. I just couldn't bring myself to ask Harrison anything. But thinking about everything, it just didn't add up. What should I do? I found myself constantly thinking about this while working and doing housework. 2 years passed in this way. During these 2 years, my husband indeed came home later than usual. He also spent most weekends out, increasingly spending less time with me. However, he did make an effort to carve out time for me regularly, perhaps to avoid upsetting me. One day, when I had a day off from work and was relaxing at home, my husband called me. Huh? It was unusual for him to call during his lunch break. I wonder if something happened. He had left for work in the morning without any issues. While thinking this, I answered the phone. "Hello? It's rare for you to call at this time. I thought I'd check in. But listen, Amy, you're gonna be surprised." I listened intently to my husband's excited voice. Then, he happily announced that he had been promoted to manager. "Really?" "Yeah. All my hard work has finally paid off. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you." I was genuinely happy that his efforts at work had been recognized. He had always been dedicated to his job, and it was great to see his achievements acknowledged. A thought suddenly occurred to me. How about we throw a party for 2 tonight to celebrate Harrison's promotion? Oh, I like that idea. It's a special occasion. I'll go all out and cook something delicious. My husband readily agreed to my suggestion. Yeah, it must have been all in my head. Harrison always makes time for just the 2 of us. I thought to myself and decided to cook his favorite dishes today. I never skimp on cooking, but tonight I plan to make it extra special. That night, as promised, my husband came home earlier than usual. However, strangely, Kelly was right there beside him. Moreover, after not seeing her for a while, she was holding a baby that looked newly born. Kelly's child? When did she get married, or have a child? Confused, I couldn't quite grasp what was happening as I spoke. It's been a while. What's this about? Kelly's baby? Yeah, that's right. Isn't she cute? I was shocked by Kelly's sudden announcement of giving birth when he added, actually, it started right after the first time Kelly visited. We started seeing each other soon after, and thanks to that, my child was just born the other day. Wait, so this baby is Harrison's? That's right. Harrison wanted his own baby. You know, you're infertile. He chose me because I'm more beautiful than you. That's right. Unlike Amy, Kelly is pretty and charming. Come on, Harrison. Of course I am. Watching them being affectionate in front of me, I felt nauseous. On top of that, the shocking truth revealed by my husband and sister left me feeling like everything was going dark. Harrison, without saying anything more to me, presented me with the already filled-out divorce papers. That's how it is, Amy. Please divorce me. Hey! This baby looks just like Harrison, right? So, sign the divorce papers quickly. As I trembled and took the divorce papers, it seemed my agreement to the divorce made Kelly even more bold. Hey! Since we're celebrating, let's call a photographer friend and take some pictures. Looking at my smirking sister, I realized what was going on. Kelly always wants to be better than me. She wants to look down on me. That's why she couldn't stand that I got married before her. With her looks and style, Kelly knew she could easily lure my husband away. She wanted her own child to completely steal my husband from me. And she wanted to flaunt that happy image by capturing it on camera. Ignoring my silence, Kelly called Max, a photographer she met through work, and invited him over without asking. Sorry for the intrusion. Don't worry about it. When Max arrived, he tried to get me, my husband, Kelly, and the baby together for a photo. Don't joke with me, why should I be in the photo? Come on, let's at least take a family photo. Come on, Max, come on up. Kelly welcomed Max into our home as if it were her own. However, in the time before Max arrived, I had been organizing my thoughts. And I had made up my mind about what I needed to do next. Could you both move a little closer, please? At Max's words, Harrison tried to lift the baby from Kelly. Then I'll hold the baby. Here we go. Daddy's got you now, Harrison said in a silly voice, sending shivers down my spine. But I couldn't stand it anymore and stopped Harrison as he was about to hold the baby. Harrison, wait. What's up? That baby's father is over there. I pointed at Max, who was holding the camera. What? Come on. What are you suddenly talking about? Harrison is the father. Harrison was shocked by my words, and Kelly seemed flustered. Unfortunately, it's true. I had suspected Harrison of cheating for some time. That's why I had secretly hired a private investigator to track my husband's movements. Just a few days before Harrison told me about his promotion, I received the investigative report from the agency. And I was shocked to learn that his affair was with my sister. I had my suspicions, but it was still a shock to learn the truth. Wait, Amy, you were doing something so sneaky! But it helped me discover even more. Kelly has been seeing other men besides Harrison. What? Don't say things like that. Harrison, don't be fooled by my sister's lies. Kelly desperately tried to stop me, her eyes wide with panic. I'm not lying. Kelly's real boyfriend is Max, the man right there. What? No way! And I also know that the baby was fathered by Max, not Harrison. Right, Kelly? Hey, Kelly! You've been betraying me! Knowing her secret, Harrison confronted Kelly. However, Max, the photographer, stepped in as if to protect her. Both Harrison and Kelly were taken aback by his action, but this confirmed that the two were indeed in a relationship. Oh no, it's all come out. I can't believe sis would go this far. I'm shocked. Kelly, why did you get close to Harrison? It's obvious. I wanted financial support from Harrison, who works for a big company and earns a lot. Kelly said it as if it were the most natural thing, and I clenched my fists. Because Max, as a photographer, is still unknown. His income isn't stable either. Max, so you were okay with Kelly cheating with Harrison? Yes. I knew Kelly was deceiving your husband for financial support, so I turned a blind eye to it. Really? Is that so? I relentlessly exposed evidence of Kelly and Max's relationship to my still unbelieving husband. From photos to videos and voice recordings, I laid out all the evidence, and Kelly started laughing brazenly. Well, the money so far and the birth expenses were a big help. Thanks, Harrison, she thanked my husband. Damn it! You deceived me. I'm gonna sue you both. Get out of this house. Harrison exploded in rage, trying to kick Kelly and Max out, but I still had something left to say. Kelly, do you know what I do for a living? Since I had never talked about my job, Kelly looked puzzled and said, I dunno. Well, I work as an editor. I even publish the magazine where you model. Having a good image is important for someone in show business, right? Didn't you think about the consequences of your actions? Wait! Are you going to sell me out? I didn't want to, but it looks like I'll have to drop you as an exclusive model because of him. It was Max who suddenly turned pale. Max here has also sold the story about you and Harrison to the media. Popular model steals her own sister's husband and gets pregnant, even though the child is actually his. He got a pretty penny for that scoop. What? Max, why would you do that? It's obvious, isn't it? In exchange for turning a blind eye to Kelly and Harrison's relationship, he wanted a reward himself. That scoop spread quickly in the industry. I knew about it too. The two, having no idea that I was connected to Kelly's job, turned deathly pale. How does it feel to be betrayed by someone you thought was on your side, Kelly? Kelly, trembling, lunged at Max, and they started fighting. With the baby crying uncontrollably, I decided to call the police to settle the chaos. Kelly, holding the child, was escorted out by the police along with Max. At least one problem was resolved for the moment. But the issue with my husband remained. After seeing Kelly and Max off, Harrison turned to me, begging for forgiveness. Amy, I was wrong. Please forgive me. Let's forget the divorce, huh? No, I'll proceed with the divorce as planned. What? Didn't I tell you? I know everything. In fact, the investigation by the private investigator revealed that Harrison had been cheating with other women as well. Apparently, seducing his model sister-in-law boosted his confidence as a man. He had been inviting female colleagues to dinners and gifting them designer items. Knowing this, I had already decided to divorce him from that moment on. And my suggestion to throw a party celebrating his promotion was meant as a last supper of sorts for us as a couple. But having all the players conveniently come together like this made me determined to end everything. I'm sorry, Amy. Apologizing now won't change anything. Oh, and while I'm at it, let me tell you something good. What? The female colleagues are selling all the gifts you gave them and turning them into cash. What? For them, you were just a wallet. Really, it's laughable how foolish you are. As I said this, Harrison collapsed to his knees. He begged me for forgiveness. There's no way I can forgive you. I am divorcing you, and I've already packed my things. Wait, please! You're all I have, Amy! I realize that now. Please reconsider. If only you hadn't done this in the first place. I dismissed my husband's words. After that, he fell silent. In the end, he was just deluded by Kelly into thinking he was more attractive than he is. And used by the female employees as a wallet. He got what he deserved. I can't spend my life with someone like that. Later, I brushed past my crying husband, took the already filled-out divorce papers, and went to file them at the courthouse. Of course, right after, I took my packed belongings and left the house. I moved into a house I had already arranged. This is the location of which only my parents know. I've made them promise not to give out my location even if Harrison or Kelly should ask. After the divorce, Harrison realized he had been deceived and demanded his money back from the female colleagues. But they called him a stalker and filed a collective complaint against him at work. Consequently, he was labeled as dangerous, demoted, and transferred to a subsidiary in a rural area. As for Kelly, she was blackballed from the industry after the scandal and reverted to being just an ordinary person. Apparently, her body changed after giving birth, making it hard to maintain her figure. She deteriorated in appearance. She dove into the nightlife but kept causing trouble by getting involved with senior clients, leading to a series of firings. With no demand, her income plummeted. Meanwhile, Max left Kelly and the child as if to say, when the money goes, so does the love. Since Max is also the father, Kelly tried to claim child support, but Max's whereabouts were untraceable, leaving her financial situation dire. Unable to work as a model and without child support, Kelly struggled as a single mother, working day and night. However, she couldn't leave her child alone while working. Reluctantly, she asked her parents, who she had long disliked, to take care of the child. The parents agreed, seeing no fault in the newborn, and have been happily taking care of their grandchild. I recently heard from them that they are enjoying their time with their first grandchild. As for me, my work, which I do as a life's passion, has been highly regarded at the head office. There's talk of a promotion, and I was nominated for a position I had hoped for. Currently, I am deepening my relationship with an older man who has been advising me on work matters. We share not only professional advice but also discuss life values and future dreams, building a deep trust. Leveraging my past experiences, I've decided to value myself more and enrich both my professional and personal life. This positive decision marks a new beginning for me.